Would you spend $500,000 working with dozens of specialists only to feel worse? Your body is desperate for help, but the real cause is something hardly anyone talks about: mold. Mold toxicity comes at a cost, and for many, it's everything. I've seen people lose their homes, their health, even their families, trying to recover from something the medical system barely recognizes. And the most dangerous part, it's not the mold you can see, it's the mycotoxins that can stay long after the mold is gone. I figured this out after years of trial and error and an amount of money that could have bought me a house. Nobody should have to go through that. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 lessons I wish I knew from the very start. And the first one, it's about choosing the right doctors, because the wrong ones don't just waste your time, they can keep you sick. When I first looked for answers, I trusted the medical system, but most doctors don't think mold is a big issue. If they dismiss the topic, find someone else. On the other hand, some may promise a quick fix, but they're selling hope, not healing. There are no quick fixes here, no silver bullet pill or procedure. Real progress comes from mold-literate practitioners, particularly those who understand chronic inflammatory response syndrome and how toxic molds affect the body. But even then, you can't hand over control. You have to be your own doctor and manage your progress, because some doctors will only take you part of the way. The important part is recognizing when it's time to continue the journey elsewhere. But even with the right doctor, if your body isn't prepared, nothing works. That's what I learned next, the hard way. Most practitioners jump into detox protocols without understanding the full picture. It's like taking your car to a mechanic who starts replacing parts without realizing there are deeper issues to the repair. If the body's drainage and systems aren't ready, detox protocols can end up causing more harm than good. The first question, is mold present? Testing is better than guessing. Make sure you know what you're up against. Mold hits everything: drainage, immune system, your gut, even the brain. That's why you can't skip the basics. Start with your nervous system. Mold isn't just physical. If you're stuck in fight or flight, your body struggles to heal. Then work on your exit pathways: sweat, urine, stool, bile, lymphatics. If they're blocked, detox only makes things worse. Genetics impact these systems too. How well your body's detox cycle works and influences how your immune system recognizes and clears toxins. Of course, none of that matters if your environment is still working against you. Retraining your brain won't fix the things you consume daily that can keep you sick. Your biggest exposures come through air, water, and food. If those are toxic, you can't heal. Indoor air is the biggest factor and the most overlooked. Homes can be toxic in ways we don't even see. Dark, damp, and humid environments are the perfect breeding grounds for toxic mold. The average person takes around 20,000 breaths a day. The priority is always the same: we need clean air to survive. Next is water. Filter everything, not just for mold, but for metals, bacteria, and chemicals. And food. Certain processed foods, especially some coffee and grains, often carry mycotoxins from storage. Stick to real, well-sourced foods your body can benefit from. Clean essentials and staying consistent will make a difference over time. But knowing what to change isn't enough. You also have to listen to your body and follow the right clues. One of the most underrated skills in healing is listening. Listen to your symptoms, they're not random. Pay attention and look for patterns. They can help point you in the right direction. And listen to others, not just people on a similar journey, but people who've actually healed. What they've learned can be invaluable, and sometimes one story can change everything. Families need this too. Mold doesn't just damage health, it strains relationships. Learning to listen to each other can make a huge difference. Above all, stay curious. Healing isn't linear. It's about asking better questions and having awareness along the way. But when you start asking better questions, you'll quickly find not all of it is created equal, and some of it can do real damage. One thing my journey taught me is that bad guidance is everywhere. From social networking groups and health influencers to doctors pushing unnecessary products. You have to stay cautious and guard yourself. If someone can't thoughtfully explain mold and mycotoxins, it's time to look elsewhere. Communities associated with chronic inflammatory response syndrome have been the most advanced resource I've found, supported by medical professionals, researchers, environmentalists, and real people experiences, not hype. And above all, stay grounded. When you don't feel well, desperation can take over, and that's when it's easiest to be taken advantage of, often without the results you're hoping for. These 5 lessons brought clarity to my healing path. As you work to overcome mold toxicity, remember to shape your mindset to be bigger than toxic mold itself. Healing from mold is possible, but you have to take charge. Uncover the real root cause and follow a path few doctors are trained to recognize. In my next video, I walk through my timeline with mold toxicity, from early symptoms to the recovery struggles many people are facing. So if you want to see how these lessons evolve throughout my journey, Make sure to watch that next.